What's going on, everybody? I'm GemMint, and it's finally here. The Iron Studios Xmen vs. Sentinel Diorama number 3, completing this amazing display that they've created. We're going to do an unboxing and a review. I'm going to also put it in the display and show you what it looks like with everything else totally completed. So let's jump into it. All right, guys, here we go. So this is the first of 2 boxes. It's actually box 2 with the base and the instruction booklet. So this is very helpful for the assembly. There's a lot of pieces here, and you want to make sure you go in order so that you don't mess anything up. Pretty clear and good instructions here, so this worked out pretty well. Let's go ahead and remove the straps and the tape that's on here and lift off the lid to see what we got. As I said, a lot of pieces here. Let's take off the wrap and all that. You can see the base, all the figures, and it's upside down, but it's all right. Here's the base. So a lot less going on compared to the first Sentinel, which was the Xavier Mansion. This does have that translucent ice here. It has rock and gravel. Quick look at the bottom of the base. But this seems to be like outside of the school, and it has this huge piece of translucent resin for the ice that's going to connect to the back of the base, which is a really cool feature of this statue. Let's take a look at Archangel's wings. I'm super hyped for Archangel. I have never owned an Archangel statue, and I like the impressive wingspan going on here. That dull metallic look to it. The way it has like the 4 wings, like that kind of weird design that it has on the bottom where it's kind of separating here, looks cool as well. Stoked to have this character. And speaking of which, Warren Worthington III. So I love the blue skin. He's got a big build to him, right? Got that classic Archangel costume. He's got the hair flowing, which I guess is okay. Could have went with the ski cap look. Psylocke, I put all of her pieces together. The portrait, the sword, the psionic blade. She looks great, man. So that blade's cut in half because it goes in the Sentinel. Translucent resin on the psionic blade. I think the costume looks great. Her pose is one of the best out of the 1/10 scale line. Looks awesome. Then we have Storm. Impressive cape span on her too, although it's been disconnecting from the wrists. I don't know if I'm going to want to glue that in there or what, but portrait looks good. Classic white costume. And it's got nice detail in the costume too, because if you look at the boots, it has like a shinier, like patent leather kind of look. And then the rest of her costume doesn't have that same shine. Then we have Kitty Pryde, Shadow Cat. And it's actually like the Shadow Cat version. You see her left leg was going to go into the Sentinel as she's phasing through it. Classic blue and yellow costume. Great portrait with a little smirk on her too. The portrait on these ones all looked really good. Then we have Iceman. I really dig the translucency here. I think it looks awesome, except for where the legs key into the costume. He's got the cool little blast effect on his left hand, and I didn't really notice that key portion until we swing him around, but you can see his portrait. He's smiling here. Chisel type of design, and there's where you can kind of really see those keys. So they probably should have just went like costume color for the pants. All right, anyway, moving on. Let's jump into the second box, which I believe is box 1. Straps and tape. Let's go ahead and remove all that. Lift off the lid, and a lot of pieces here. We're seeing most of the Sentinel, so here we go. There are a couple of other elements in here. These 2 base elements. I don't even know, what is that, a satellite? A satellite and some other kind of rock structure from outside of the school. Then we have these 2 blast effects that will go out of the Sentinel's left arm. So kind of a cool, like, going in one way and coming out the other type of explosion. The ice slide for Iceman, which goes from that translucent base to where he actually keys into. Got the 2 shoulder pads here. Got some weathering and damage where the explosion comes out on the left. Same nice little rust details that they've had in all of these Sentinel dioramas. And then here we have one of the arms. So I like the intricacies in this sculpt. Again, all that rust on the front of the hand, in the fingers. I think that's a really nice touch, and it really takes this to another level. Kind of a dull shine to the metallic. A little plastic cover over the repulsor palm. I like how you can see this, the inner workings around the joints, like here where the elbow is. Love the color scheme, the pink and the blue. the silver in those inner working parts. That outstretched hand, similar to the first Sentinel Dio. Another little explosion there as well. And then we're on to the leg. So a huge right leg, big boot. It's got the same kind of rust effect, same color scheme. I think there's magnets on the bottom there. Huge leg here. And then the other leg. So the other leg has kind of like the crotch area as well. Doesn't have the foot because that's covered in ice. So we'll see that during the assembly and the review. Then we have the torso. So one big piece. Head is attached. No damages here so far. He's got kind of a weird look on his face. But a big, huge torso where we're going to key in a few of these Xmen. Got the spine design there. Before we move on to the assembly, a quick shout out to our sponsor, THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. They have the $30 mystery boxes. We are guaranteed 5 comics of retail value. One of their lucky boxes is going to have the GP, their giveaway prize, which is a key issue that's in one of the boxes. Use code GemMint to save 10% every time you shop there. Just like their sister site, Street Level Hero, SLHLA.com has exclusive variant covers with new drops every Tuesday and Thursday. You can also save 10% on any item on the store every time you shop there by using code GemMint at checkout. All right, here we go. We have the base down on the turntable. This is kind of the front of it. We're going to swing it around to the back and get that big chunk of ice. It doesn't look like it keys in anywhere. I didn't really check to see if it magnetizes, but it kind of all holds together when you get the Sentinel legs in there. We'll get the little satellite dish there and that other kind of rock structure. Not really sure what it is. Around the back, we'll put the ice slide. That'll slide in right there. Iceman keys in with a peg on his foot. And then we're going to key in the Sentinel. So we attach the legs first, and then we put the peg into the ice. The other foot will sit flush in the crater that he's left in his wake. Then we'll get that torso on. It leans forward a little bit, so you kind of got to come from underneath it to see. We'll get the right arm keyed in. That has a strong magnet. Same with the left arm here. We'll go ahead and throw on the shoulder piece here, and then swing back to the right arm, throw the shoulder piece on there. I kind of went out of order. It's all good. Then we'll get Kitty Pryde, or now Kate Pryde as she's known, keyed into the thigh. She looks great. I love how she's poked out like that. We'll put the explosion on the left hand, bottom piece and top piece. And then we'll work on Psylocke. She's tough, man, because the sword goes in deeper than you think, and she has connection points on both legs. So a little bit difficult to get her in, but once you get her in, she's got one of the best poses in this entire line. Then we'll go ahead and get Archangel's wings keyed on and get him on the shoulder. This was another one that I kind of had to like wiggle around a little bit until I got it right. All right, so he's all good to go. Then we'll have Storm in the back. Now, I actually put her on wrong, and I end up fixing her when we do the review. As you can see right here, we have Storm keyed in better. And these guys look great on him, man. You have Archangel, Storm flying on top of that Sentinel. He's totally getting destroyed by this X-Men team here. It looks like Storm's responsible for the explosion on his left shoulder. Love how that looks. He's still ready to attack. Going down to the midsection area, you've got Kitty Pryde phasing through, which really damages technical applications in machinery. And then again, Psylocke sliding down with her sword, slicing him down, balancing herself on his leg. Love what Psylocke's got going on here. And then down on the base, you have Iceman halting the Sentinel in his tracks, freezing the leg, making him unable to move forward. Love the whole scene. I can't wait to show you guys what this looks like all together with all 4 Sentinels that I got going on. All right, guys, there we have it. The third and final from the Iron Studios X-Men vs. Sentinel 1/10 scale line. I don't know that we're going to get any other larger pieces like this, although they do have a slew of proximity pieces coming, and I'm picking up all of those. So it's no secret I'm a big fan of this line. I sold my quarter scale X-Men collection for this setup. So does it get the Gem Mint seal of approval? Well, it stands about 35 inches tall. It's about 26 inches wide and 27.5 inches deep. Retails $1,800 plus taxes and shipping. Now you can get this guy without the X-Men characters for about $12.50 if you wanted just the Sentinels. But is it worth it? Man, hell yeah, it gets the Gem Mint seal of approval. I absolutely love this piece. Does it have its flaws? I mean, I guess. I think most statues do. But I love the presence. Look how huge the Sentinel is. The X-Men that are surrounding it. Psylocke, Iceman, Archangel, Shadowcat, Storm. Love it. Cannot wait to put it in the display. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'm going to show you the 1, 2, and 3 Sentinel dioramas. Plus I have the Sideshow Sentinel maquette in the middle. And then I'm going to leave you with this guy spinning on the turntable. Thanks for watching and stay minty fresh. Peace.